Hello, my name is Austin Oman. In 2025, I graduated high school, and instead of going to college like many of my other friends, I traveled to the Thai-Burma border to volunteer with Health for All Foundation, Burma Children Medical Fund, also known as HFA-BCMF. To say I was naive about the region's politics was an understatement. The Karen people of Burma have been fighting the military regime for more than 70 years, the world's longest civil war. Then, in 2021, the Burmese military took control of the country and jailed most of its elected politicians. Under Burma's military rule, the country tops the world's worst list for corruption, illicit drug manufacturing, displacement, jailing of political prisoners, and attacks on health workers. Like many Westerners, I knew next to nothing about this situation. There was little in the international media to make me aware. As I worked alongside my coworkers and interviewed the patients that HFA-BCMF supports each day, I began to see and understand what life is like for the millions of people living in Burma under its repressive military rule. According to a 2024 UN report, since the military coup, nearly half of Burma's population now lives below the poverty line. More than 3.5 million people are internally displaced, and more than 20 million are in need of humanitarian assistance. Before the military coup, Burma's healthcare system was consistently ranked among the worst in the world by the World Health Organization. In the days following the coup, doctors and nurses led a mass strike against the military regime, which resulted in the immediate collapse of the public healthcare system. An estimated half of the public sector health workforce left their jobs in protest. The military's deliberate targeting of hospitals, clinics, and healthcare workers has severely restricted access to treatment. The impact is felt throughout Burma each day. With fewer doctors available and rising medical costs, even basic healthcare has become out of reach for many families. People are often left waiting, delaying treatment, or turning to traditional medicine, which may exacerbate existing symptoms. Preventable conditions are worsening. HFA-BCMF has been delivering quality healthcare to patients living in vulnerable communities inside Burma and on the Thai-Burma border, unable to receive critical treatment because of a lack of access, lack of funds, or military persecution. Under HFA-BCMF's Referral Services Program, underserved patients are referred to partner care hospitals in Thailand, with HFA-BCMF supporting the cost of treatment and diagnostic tests, in addition to providing other social support services like housing and transport to Chiang Mai or Bangkok for more complicated surgeries. Since its establishment in 2006, HFA-BCMF has supported the cost of over 5,000 patients' advanced medical care. As a child, Hein Het San suffered from extreme fatigue, frequent illness, and his lips and fingertips were blue. However, Hein's family earns approximately $200 USD per month and could not afford to pay for Hein's treatment on their own in Burma. Fortunately, Hein was able to undergo cardiac surgery in June of 2025 with the support of HFA-BCMF. HFA-BCMF also improves access to medical care in vulnerable communities through a series of health-related outreach projects. These include humanitarian support, 3D prosthetics, the donation of wheelchairs and mobility devices, eye screenings, reproductive health and rights workshops, community health services training, the donation of stationery supplies, dengue prevention and health literacy campaigns, and rehabilitation services. Unlike other larger organizations, HFA-BCMF is run almost entirely by local staff who grew up in Burma and have lived through the situation there, escaping conflict and finding work in Thailand. HFA-BCMF's lean structure and roots in the local community allow the organization to mold to the exact needs of the population it serves, using its resources more efficiently than larger and more standardized organizations. The work that HFA-BCMF is doing is special. Requests for HFA-BCMF services have continued to increase, while the organization expands its programs year after year. As we have learned, changes in administration and policy can completely reshape the humanitarian landscape, and thousands of foreign aid contracts can be eliminated with the single stroke of a pen. HFA-BCMF needs a stable source of funding that it can rely upon in order to sustainably grow its impact and continue its mission of funding life-saving care. The HFA-BCMF Forever Fund aims to do just that. Your donation to the HFA-BCMF Forever Fund is invested so that it can grow. Each year, the earnings from your donation are granted to HFA-BCMF with the original donation, the principal, remaining intact. This ensures that each year, HFA-BCMF receives a consistent source of funding that will continue to support the organization forever. Ultimately, your contribution will be a gift that keeps on giving, effectively reaching those who need it most. Thank you for your support.